Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing, and if you're an old subscriber, thank you for staying tuned to the channel. In this video, we're going to be learning how to make this off-shoulder side ruched top. Stay tuned as you learn. First thing, we're going to be needing our pattern paper, and it's folded into two. After that, we're going to go ahead to take our blouse length, which is 24 plus 1 inch, making 25 inches. And then we'll go ahead to take our bust point. Mine is 10.5. And then I'm going to go ahead to take my under bust stroke waist measurement, which is starting from 13.5 inches as well. So next thing I'm going to go ahead to do is I'll take those same measurements I did so as to be able to have a straight line, just to connect those lines together, those points together. That's why I did that. So here I'm just going ahead to connect the points together in order to make our measurements an accurate measurement. So after that, we'll go ahead to the top of the paper. That's going to be our shoulder area. So first thing is we're going to be taking our shoulder measurement. So my shoulder measurement is 14 divided by 2, making 4 inches. And then I'm going to go ahead to add 5 inches for the sleeve, which is going to be at 12 inches plus 1 inch for sewing allowance. So that's going to be 13 inches. So at that same point where I marked my 13 inches, I'll go ahead to mark 10 inches downwards. That's our armhole area. So here I'm going ahead to mark the 10 inches. And after that, we'll go ahead to take our bust measurement, which my bust measurement is 36 divided by 4. Then I'm going to go ahead to add 1 inch for sewing allowance. So after that, we'll go ahead to go to our under bust. Then I'll go ahead to mark my under bust, which is 28 inches. 28 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 7 inches. So I'll go ahead to mark 7.5 inches because I want little allowance. And then I'm going to go ahead to add 1 inch. I'm going to add 1 inch extra for the sewing allowance as well. And then after that, I'll go to the end of our blouse, that's the blouse length. I'm going to go ahead to take my hip measurement plus extra 1 inch for sewing allowance. So after that, here I'm just going ahead to connect all the dots that we have marked together. So here we've gone ahead to connect all our dots together that we already marked, points we already marked. We've connected them together. So here I was just doing a freehand sketch. To connect our dots together as well. So we'll go ahead to our shoulder area. We'll go ahead to take from the 13 inches we marked. We'll go ahead to take away ½ inch just to make our sleeve sit perfectly in our armhole area. And then we'll go ahead to connect that to the shoulder. So after that, we'll go to the end of our blouse length where we took our hip measurement. We'll go ahead to take away 1 inch, so as just to take it away from a straight effect on the blouse, just to give it this curved shape. So after that, we'll go ahead to cut out our pattern. So after we've gone ahead to cut out the pattern, for the neck, we'll not be cutting out any measurements for the neck. We're going to leave it exactly the way it is. And then the next thing is we'll take our pattern. So after that, I'm going ahead to open up our pattern. Remember I said it was divided into 2, and then we're just going to go ahead to do the slash and spread method. So here I was just using my freehand sketching to just connect the lines from point A, which is from one side to the other side. So I went ahead to after that, I'm going to just cut it open. So here now, I'm going ahead to cut it open. The next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be cutting, taking our material, which I use 1.5 yards of fabric for the project, for the top. So next thing is we're going to go ahead to So then I'll be using our pattern to cut out our fabric. So here I was going ahead to fold the fabric into 2, so as to just place, you don't have to fold it into 4, you just fold it into 2, and then place your pattern paper on your fabric and go ahead to cut out your pattern. So after you've gone ahead to cut out your fabric, you go ahead to the left side of your sleeve, of your shoulder, you're going to take 6.5 inches. That's the area where you're not going to fix in ropes. And then on the other end, you go ahead to take 5 inches as well, since that place is a little like off, so I don't want it to be the same measurement. So you measure that, but you could also make it the same 5 inches. It really doesn't matter. And then after that, you go ahead to sew from the ends to where you marked. You just sew about 0.5 inches on both sides. So after that, I went ahead to cut out the rope. It's about, I just used the length 60 inches by 1.5 inches. So here I'm just cutting that out. So then I mentioned already, we'll go ahead to sew that by 1/2 inch. So here I've already gone ahead to join them together. And then the next thing is you open up your top and then you go ahead to hem the neck area that's left open. You go to hem it on both sides. Then here we've gone ahead to hem the neck area on both sides. Then the next thing is we'll go ahead to hem the sleeves both sides by 1 inch. Remember our 1 inch seam allowance, so we're going to use the 1 inch to turn it back in. So here we're going ahead to turn it in. So we'll go ahead to sew the sides that we're not fixing the rope by 1 inch, and then we hem the lower part of the top. So here we've gone ahead to do that. After hemming it, then you go ahead to join the sides, the other side where you're going to fix the LRM ropes by 1 inch. After that, you go ahead to measure 6 inches on the side where you'll be fixing the ropes, and then you go ahead to sew that down on both sides. You go ahead to just fold them, and then after folding it, I've gone ahead to sew my rope. So here I'm just passing the rope into the sewn area. So here I'm making sure I'll pass it through one side, then I'll go ahead to pass it through the other side as well. And after that, we're basically done with the top. Don't mind those little white things you see on the top. It's paper from sewing. The fabric was proving difficult, but I showed you that yes, you're not at the end of me, so I use paper to do it. So after that, here's our top, the ruched side and then the plain side. So I'll go ahead to iron that down, and voila, this is our beautiful top after ironing it, and this is what it looks like. And yes, this is our beautiful top. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment. Thank you. See you in our next video. Bye.